I was often told by almost every adult I ever encountered in my life to choose a job in which you are truly happy. A job in which you truly are excited to get up for and work towards. I get my coffee and I get my music on. And that's where the inspiration starts to come. I love it. I love taking photographs. As a child, I thought it was amazing that I could record something and then go back and look at that same thing later. You were saving a memory. I thought that was just almost, in a sense, a magic trick. I used to want to be a magician when I was a boy, and I feel like I actually did end up becoming a magician. A lot of what I do behind the camera, behind the scenes, is providing magic to the audience. My name is Joshua David McCann, and I am the sole operator of Joshua McCann Photography. To have the opportunity to get up and choose which direction that company goes in is amazing. I go down to the basement, I enter the studio, I boot up the system. Constantly have a little wish list on Amazon that I'm building. What new lens came out today? What new lens is going to come out next week? Do I need it? The rig, the software, the camera gear, it's all important, but none of that stuff is going to help you accomplish anything if you don't know how to use it. The problem with the way photography moved forward is the digital photographers needed a way to continue on that myth, that idea that they could hold your images hostage. So what they did is they started doing it with digital files. So they would force you to pay for their services, have your photos taken, but then buy your prints through them. They weren't going to hand you over digital files without you either paying extra money for it or not at all. And I think that's bogus. I think that's a joke. You hire me, you pay for my service, we take as many photos as we can in the allotted time. I provide you as a gift all access to all digital copies. They're yours to keep, print, share, use however you like, and that's the way it should be. Shooting digital photography in today's setting is very different. You still almost are in a darkroom. It's just happening on a computer now. There are a ton of settings built into that file which makes raw files what they are and why they're so awesome. It's like having all of the filters and all of the exposure settings that you would like to play with all in one image. And you start from scratch basically every time you go into that program. But that's the flexibility you have with it. To be able to have complete control from start to finish, printing and framing a piece of art is incredible. To be able to convert an old vintage window with just beautiful wood and turn that into a piece of art is absolutely amazing. Nate Smith was drawn to a particular photo, and it was a great choice. It has the McCann Hotel and one of the towers in it. Unfortunately, that photo wouldn't work. It didn't fit into the aspect ratio of the frame that I was trying to put it in. And so I went back and I reshot it. I think I took 7 photos. You turn the camera vertical and you rotate it. You used to have to stitch by hand, and now Photoshop pretty much does it for you. It's pretty amazing what that piece of software is capable of today. Being able to blend that in, I was able to get that 1:1 aspect ratio and fit the McCann Hotel, fit both of the towers, and produce a beautiful image that looks great at Hillier Lions. What a great breakfast.
You think good for me?
All the beauty of the botanical gardens. Here we are. Can you even handle it? Atlanta Botanical Garden? We're here. We're here. We're having fun.
gardening. We're learning about gardening.
I take great photographs, I provide a great professional photography service, and now I'm trying to push more on the video side. I'm really excited. I've been working with Wildscapes LLC with George Wise. He's done great work with me. It's been fun working with him. We've been lucky. We've gotten great weather, great lighting. The hours in which we've shot in have been wonderful. I'm super excited to finally get that piece together. I think once his video is together, people will really understand what it is I'm selling and how it can truly benefit them in their business.
Common herbicide used for essentially killing off all vegetation, whether or not it's grass or broadleaf weeds.
To wake up and pull George Wise's footage up, and it's like, even though I've seen it before, it's like, wow, we have created some incredible imagery here, and I'm so excited to share it. There's still a lot of people that really haven't seen what a wedding film can be like. I think it's hard to get someone who's used to seeing the old over-the-shoulder VHS style documentary, 6-8 hour wedding. No one's watching that, not even the bride and groom. The bride and the groom seeing each other for the first time. Slow motion, cinematic, beautiful. They hate seeing the camera in front of them the day of, but then when they see themselves having a great time on the dance floor, they love it, and I love it. This kid will fish any time of the year, and I've been with him almost all 4 seasons. Really fun to get out there and shoot somebody doing what they love to do. It's always great seeing someone in their moment, in their element.
With Jim Biggins and myself on the Moose Morning Show starting tomorrow morning.
It took me over 20 years just to understand how to play in light. I went to film school and I had lighting class, and it was still nonsense to me. Why you would set, if you have to understand the purpose of it. You don't just throw a bunch of lights together and expect it to look good. For me, it's all about simplicity. This is probably the most usage of lights I've used to date, but I really wanted to nail this interview session, so I've got my spotlight, I've got my fill light, and I even have a hair light, which I wish was a little bit brighter, but lemons, we make lemonade.